Hi everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited because I'm going to be talking about the movies that I just watched in the last month, July, and I actually can't believe that it's already August 8th, like already 8 days into August, and I'm like, what is even happening? Like, what is time? But I'm really excited to be here talking with you guys. I have about 15 movies to talk about, or I should better say 14 movies, one show, and it's going to be a really good time. I don't want this to just be me talking about these movies though. Feel free in the comments to chat about the movies, discuss them with me, and also let me know what movies you guys saw in the last month and if you have any questions for me about them and stuff like that. Or if you have any questions in general, after each couple of movies, I'll take a little bit of a break and I'll look through the chat and see what I've missed and answer some of your questions. So it'll be a really fun time. I hope you guys are excited as I am, and thank you all so much for being here. I already see my sister's in the chat. She's going to be the moderator today. Thank you very much. And Mind of a Nerd Reviews, thank you so much for always being here. Hello. And yeah, so I think I'm just going to get started. Like I said, I saw 15 projects last month. Not as much as I'd hoped. I feel like I've watched a lot more in the past, but you know what? It was a busy month. I was on vacation for like the end of it and stuff, but I saw some pretty good stuff. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about all of these. And looking at this list that I have, I've seen only one movie that I've given 5 stars last month. So yeah, let's get started. So the first movie I'm going to talk about, I saw Minions: The Rise of Gru, which was obviously a cinematic achievement. Am I right? Literally the best movie to come out this year. But like in all seriousness, I actually had a lot of fun with this movie because it was just a good time. Like I feel like I can't take these movies too seriously. Like I honestly enjoyed myself. I think I probably enjoyed myself more than I did with the other Minions movie, to be quite honest with you. And also the memes that came out of it were really funny. But I don't really have much to say about this movie. It was a good time. I mean, if I would sit here and critique the things that it did wrong, I'd be here all day. But also, it's a kids movie, so like, I'm not gonna take it too seriously. But the movie that I saw right after is probably the one of the ones that I'm most excited to talk about, and I saw Almost Famous, and I really liked it. I didn't give it 5 stars, and the reason I didn't give it 5 stars is because there's like a couple of scenes where I like dozed off a little bit, and I was like not fully bored, but I was just like, you know, I was checking my phone, figuring out what time it was. Like it didn't have my attention the whole time, but like this movie is probably the movie that I saw this month that like I actually could not stop thinking about it since it ended. And it was like, wait, sorry, I just got distracted. 8 days late, yo. Yeah, you know, I wanted to make this a lot sooner, but like, whatever. I am 8 days late. Um, but yeah, talking about Almost Famous. I saw this movie on like probably the beginning of the month. I'd say probably July 2nd or the 3rd. And I haven't stopped thinking about it. And like the reason I haven't stopped thinking about it is because I feel like all of the characters feel like really authentic, if that makes sense. Like they just feel like real people, but they also feel like larger than life, and it's just like a really cool mix of characters, and I like that the movie focused on a lot of characters as well. And also I've been really feeling like music vibes in movies, especially like rock and roll lately. I've been reading a book, well, I already finished it, Daisy Jones and the Six, which I really recommend if you guys are really into like music and bands and stuff like that, especially from the 70s with like 80s and that type of influence. And I was reading that, and then I was watching this, and I'm like, this is like the perfect vibe. But one of my favorite scenes from the movie as well is the Tiny Dancer scene, if you guys have seen it, and also the airplane scene. Like, this movie is so funny, but like, it also makes me want to cry, and it's super heartwarming. And I feel like those two scenes that I just mentioned, if you've seen the movie, like, it just perfectly captures what this movie is to me. And Kate Hudson was just like really good. I loved her so much in this movie. And yeah, literally Almost Famous is so good. Like I feel like if I ever watch it, I'm gonna like it even more. But I'm gonna take a moment and look at everybody in the chat. Hello, thank you so much for being here. Hello. Loki is being loud. Yeah, I can't control that. There's like construction happening in my house as well. So this is probably gonna be loud in the background because there's construction going on, so he's like barking at them, and then like a whole big deal and stuff. Thank you so much. I hope you're also having a great day and a great night. I actually got out of seeing Elvis not too long ago. Got out like around 6:30ish, and I got home, and now I'm doing a live stream. Which by the way, I really liked Elvis. But yeah, I'm in a good mood after Elvis, honestly. Yes, Minions. I haven't seen Morbius yet. I was debating seeing it because on the plane that I was just at, they were playing it and I'm like, "Oh my god, should I watch it?" I feel like it would be fun to watch like a masterpiece on a plane, but still haven't seen Morbius. Probably my second favorite of those movies. Yeah, like it's pretty fun. Yeah, you said it. Like I honestly haven't rewatched any of those movies in a really long time, but like this was a lot of fun. Like I just was having a good time. Um thank you so much, Luke. I hope you're also doing well. Yes. We saw it together and we had a blast. Let's see what Jack says. I'm skeptical about Illumination making the Mario movie next year with Chris Pratt. I kind of wait until the trailer is out and see how it looks. I'm like not super excited for it, but also I'm not like angry about it. Like I feel like skeptical might be the right word. I'm just kind of in the middle about it. Um I'm not really sold on Chris Pratt being Mario either. I'm just not sold on the whole thing, I guess, but we'll see how it goes. I hope they make it right because I really do like Mario and those type of characters. Think it was released in June. Was it? Yeah, I think June because I saw pretty sure it was June. I don't have it on my list. But I honestly maybe should I double check because I wrote all the movies down on a document so it would be easier than me going from my phone and stuff, but I'm pretty sure it was like June 20 something, maybe. Am I right? Let's find out. Let's find out. When was the Black Phone released? Because my memory, guys, if it wasn't for these apps, yeah, June 24th. Wow, I nailed it. I nailed it. Let's see. Yeah, and I just finally saw Elvis. So wow, I'm like that behind. Because I feel like I saw Black Phone ages ago, like so long ago, like at the beginning of summer and stuff. Yeah, oh my god, I wish I saw Almost Famous in theaters too. Like, I think that's what you're talking about because I just saw this comment. Really, really good movie. Like, I've been dying to rewatch it honestly because I really like a movie that makes me feel something, and I feel like the movie made me feel something without forcing it to. So I really, really like that. And there goes Loki again, barking. I hope you guys enjoy that tonight. Hello. I know you're also doing a live stream today, which I saw a while ago. That is so cool. I think honestly after this, if I have time, I'm gonna try to join that if you're still live. But yeah, guys, he's doing a really cool live stream on his channel as well. Um the plane crashing would have been better than finishing Morbius. Screaming. Screaming. Um Bodies, bodies, bodies. Dude, I really want to see it. I'm so behind on like every single movie ever this year, and I really, really want to try seeing that one like as soon as possible. Like I want to try seeing Bullet Train and that one. I don't know which one I'll see first, but like seeing your review made me like really excited about it. Cause yeah, if you guys haven't checked out his review, go to his Instagram because it's really good. Let's see. I saw 4 movies in theaters last month, which are Minions, The Rise of Gru, Thor, Love and Thunder, Where the Crawdads Sing, and Nope. Nice. I still need to see Where the Crawdads Sing, but I told myself I'm not watching that until I read the book, and I'm having a really hard time getting through the book, to be honest, so I might get to that movie a little bit later than I anticipated. I haven't seen a movie in a theater since May. Which movie was that? Was it what big movie came out in May? Was it Multiverse of Madness? I think that came out in May. What were your thoughts on Elvis? I really, really liked it. I should have a video coming out tomorrow on my like quick thoughts on it. I filmed kind of a little vlog, come with me to see Elvis type thing. Obviously, I could have filmed inside the movie theater, but it was honestly really good in my opinion. Like I think the only negative that I have with it, just I'm not gonna get fully into it in here because I could talk about this movie for like hours right now because I'm it's like fresh in my mind, like literally from an hour ago. I just wish we saw some more Priscilla and Elvis, but and a little bit less of the Colonel, like Tom Hanks' character. But I really liked it. Austin Butler did a great job, and I'm a huge Baz Luhrmann fan. Like he's one of my favorite directors, one of my favorite like just stylish people. Like I just love what he puts to the screen, and I had a great time with it, honestly. Jennifer, I'm sad Neve Campbell isn't coming back. Scream 6. Isn't she coming back now though? Like hasn't there been a whole big deal with that? Because honestly, as I'm a really big Scream fan, I think if you all have watched my channel for a while or know anything about me, Scream is like my life, my favorite thing ever. And there's been so much talk if she's coming back, if she's not coming back, and like I don't know if I thought she was coming back though. Like I thought that was the last thing that happened, and that she was also gonna come back for the following Scream. Like they made that deal, which that's a whole other topic I can get into because it's like I guess I'm happy that she's back. I'm more happy that she's getting what she deserves. You know what I mean? Because the whole thing was because they didn't pay her like what she deserved or whatever. But like I don't want them to force the character either onto us. So that's a whole other thing. Um, Imagine reading books. Couldn't be me. If you read books, your life will be better. But seriously, like I think even if you've never had the urge to read a book, try it at least once. If you've tried it and you don't like it, then that's fine. But I love reading books. Like it's such like a different feeling than watching a movie, to be honest. Like they're both so different but so similar at the same time. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go back to talking about some movies and then I'll go back to the chat because I see that you guys are talking about a lot of different things. So the next movie that I saw this month, or last month, I mean, was Set It Up, which is like a rom-com, and I'm really proud of myself because I saw a rom-com. I'm trying to watch a lot more of those. I actually saw I think another romance this month. But anyway, this one is starring Glenn Powell. I actually saw it because of him because I just saw him in Top Gun and I'm like, oh my god, this movie. And I've seen some stuff about it on TikTok, and Zoe Dutch. And I love Zoe Dutch, by the way. She's really good in the movie that just came out with Dylan O'Brien, The Outfit. I don't know why Dylan O'Brien was the first one that came out. If you've seen the movie, if you know, you know. But like, she's a really great actress, and this rom com was just really cute. I also don't have too much to say about this movie, but it's one of those like rom coms where like it's not the traditional love story where like they both meet and they both have similar goals, so they like work together to get that goal, but then eventually they're gonna fall in love, and it was cute. Like I honestly don't have. I mean, it's not the best rom com I've ever seen, but it's pretty cute. So yeah. Then I saw Thor Love and Thunder. Also won't really get into this one that much because I have a review on my channel about it, but I had a good time with it. It's far from perfect, but I actually really enjoyed it. And I've actually been really wanting to rewatch it lately just to solidify some of my thoughts and stuff, but like I had a good time with it. I also liked the villain. I know some people wanted more from Gore. I agree with that. But I liked the themes. I liked the stuff. I shed a lot of tears, actually. Like, I really did not expect that from a Thor movie. And my biggest problem with that movie and with the Thor character in general is that I feel like his character feels like they're resetting him in every single movie that he's in. If that makes sense. Like I feel like his arc is he's trying to get better, but then something bad or tragic happens and then it kind of has to restart all over again. And it's getting a little bit repetitive. I hope they fix it the next time we see Thor because I really do like Thor, and I think Chris Hemsworth is one of my favorites from the originals, but also just in general in Marvel because he just looks like he's having a lot of fun and he embodies Thor so well. But I don't know, I feel like his character is getting a little bit repetitive, but the movie is pretty good in my opinion. Let me see. Let me go through some chats. I really want to watch this one as well. I will check out your Elvis video. Thank you. I'm excited to edit it. I have to do that tonight to get it to you guys tomorrow. But it's kind of like a vlog, fun type video. Honestly, nothing too serious and stuff, and some pretty bad lighting because when I finished Elvis, the sun was like setting and like oh my god, the lighting was horrible. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. Wait, so is she actually not coming back? What's the end deal for this? Because I'm so late. I'm so sad she's not coming back. I'm over those characters. Because I remember they announced that she was like gone. Then they announced that she was coming back, but now she's like actually not coming back. I just think whatever is better for the story, honestly. And I think in my opinion, bringing them back again is ridiculous just because like they made an excuse for Sydney coming back because before Scream 5 I was thinking to myself, what is going to make her want to come back to this town, like what's going to be the reason? And they made it have to do with Dewey, but then like I just feel like they're going to have to keep coming up with excuses to make her come back to this and to make her be one of the victims, and that just is like you guys are, it's getting old, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm late on my movie news, especially my Scream movie news, clearly. Yeah, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I also think was pretty good. Yes, me too. I hope he gets nominated for an Oscar. Like he did such a good job. Like, oh my god. I also really liked the girl who played Priscilla. I don't know her name. I need to look her up, but if you guys ever want to see a really good Netflix show, watch The Society on Netflix. She's in it. And the whole time as I was watching it, I'm like, wait, she's in something. And then my friend had told me, oh, somebody from The Society is in this. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's her. But that show is really good, by the way. Side note, it actually got canceled, which sucks because it kind of left us in a pretty big cliffhanger. But you guys should watch that show. I think it's really good. And if any of you have seen it, please let me know because we'll be automatically best friends. Um, there were some slow moments, and I do think the movie should have been a lot more focused on Elvis Presley himself. Yeah, I can kind of get that. Honestly, for my first watch, I kind of liked the way the story was told because, like, obviously his life was a lot more connected, was very connected with this guy. But I agree, like with my criticisms, it's like I wish we got a lot more of Elvis and Priscilla and his family, and just like a lot more of them meeting and stuff. Because even right before this live stream, I was talking to my sister, and she was kind of asking me, oh, so how did they end up meeting and stuff. Like there's a little bit of confusion here and there. But I actually disagree about the slow moments. I don't know what was in me, but like this movie flew by for me. I was also really, really comfortable at the movie theater. I went to this theater that I haven't gone to in a while. It's like an AMC that's a bit further from my house, and every seat there has reclining chairs, which is really nice because at the theater that I usually go, you only get the reclining seats if you see them in Dolby, a movie in Dolby. And like I was so comfortable. I also brought my blanket because there was gonna be nobody in there. There was like only one person behind me, and like I was with my blanket, so comfortable, having the time of my life. And like I only checked my phone once because I thought somebody had texted me, and I'm like, let me check or whatever. And then I'm like, oh my god, the movie's almost over, and then it was literally over, and I'm like, wow, flew by. I mean, I had a really, really great time with it, but I do see your point about it being more focused on Elvis Presley. Oh my god, no way. No way. That sucks. That sucks, dude. I think Thor's arc is very messy. Yeah. Agreed, agreed, agreed. Um, let's see. I like more darkness and seriousness. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I like my dark stuff. Too much comedy is a detriment to me, especially with Spider-Man Far From Home and No Way Home. I like the comedy aspects of Spider-Man. I feel like it works. And I feel like for Thor too, it works in a lot of ways. I think Thor just tends to be like a comedic character, I think. Now, what I don't like is when they make him be like comedic stupid type thing. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you can have comedy, but you don't have to make your characters feel like nothing, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying that they're totally doing that with Thor, but like sometimes I feel like that's where they're going with it. But yeah. Oh my god. COVID. I hope your opinion of the like I hope you don't associate the movie with COVID because I mean I do that all the time. Sometimes like I'll watch a movie during like a bad time and I'm like, I can't really like this movie because I thought of it during this time. But yeah, let's see. Halloween H2O is free on YouTube. Very off topic. Go guys, if you haven't seen Halloween H2O, go ahead and see it. Oh my god, I haven't seen the Halloween movies since my binge last year. Crazy, crazy. I always shut my phone down when I go to the movies because it helps me focus on the movie. Yeah, so do I. I honestly like I'm never on my phone. When I'm in the movies, I just thought it vibrated and I was like, "Oh my god, could it be something at home, this and that?" But yeah, no. I don't like the people who use their phones at the movies. It's actually such a big like trigger for me, especially when like I just want to pay attention. But like there was literally nobody in the theater, so yeah, hold on. Let me see. I missed a comment. For the every time I have to like go back so you guys can see my face. For the summer season, I recommend the underrated 1986 coming of age comedy One Crazy Summer with Demi Moore. Ooh, I like Demi Moore. Okay, cool. I'm literally gonna add this to my list right now. If it's not already, because I forget every single movie on my list. What is it called? One Crazy Summer. Okay, gotcha. It's not on my watch list. Added. I love Demi Moore. So, slay. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so we talked about Thor. The next movie that I have that I logged on Letterboxd was Wanted, which I think I saw on Netflix. And this is like an older movie. It stars James McAvoy and Angelina Jolie. And this movie's just really ridiculous. Like, I think nobody is like ready for this movie. Like, I wasn't ready for this movie. I clicked on it because it was like in the top trending things, and like it's just crazy. It's like an assassin movie, and I'm a sucker for those, honestly. And basically, James McAvoy is like being trained, and like by Angelina Jolie and like a bunch of other people. There's a bunch of big names in this movie as well, and it's super gruesome. Like the fight scenes are gross. There's like this scene in where they're like there's there's just so much happening. There's like this scene where like the butcher guy is like stabbing him a lot, and then there's just like a lot going on. But this movie is so ridiculous. Like I think this is like I haven't seen all the Fast and Furious movies. I kind of gave up after the first one, honestly, not because I hated it. I actually had a good time with that one, but I feel like this, you know how people always say that Fast and Furious is like going crazier and crazier. Like, no, nobody has seen the car chases in the scene, because there's a sequence where like they're shooting somebody down and the car completely flips, and Angelina Jolie makes the perfect shot, and then like the car just flips over and like nothing happens to them. Like they're totally fine. I mean, only stuff that happens in movies, which I'm not like overly critiquing it on the fact that it's like ridiculous and ridiculous action sequences, because then so many movies I would be judging like so many movies. But the movie was fun. Like I rated it 3 stars because like there wasn't too much greatness in it. Like it was one of those movies where I'm like, this is dumb, but like I'm loving the hell out of this. And yeah, it was just a good time. Like and also there were some cool twists and turns in this one, to be honest. Let me see if any of you guys have seen this one. Yeah, I think it's a fun and cool action movie. Yeah, like it's just cool, fun. Yeah. Let's see. Watch 5 and 6. Those are the best of the Fast and Furious movies. Dude, yeah, I've heard. I need to watch those for sure. But yeah, like that movie was honestly a blast. Like it was very unexpected. Like I went into it blind because I didn't know anything about it. I was just like, I like Angelina Jolie and I like James McAvoy, so might as well. Let's see. They're dead to me. I hate it. It is annoying because it's like you go to this place to like, you know, distracted. Not even that, like you just paid money to see a movie. You know what I mean? Like if you were gonna act this way, like just stay in your house. Because especially nowadays when you can like watch so many of these movies at home so easily. Like they go to streaming services so quickly and stuff. But yeah, I get you guys on that. I had a bad movie going experience when I saw Jurassic World Dominion, when a group of teenagers were talking almost throughout the movie and were on their phones. It was so annoying. That is super, super annoying. The worst experience that I've had with a movie, it wasn't like a really big movie, but it was the movie that came out, I think in 2019, last Christmas. There was a woman next to me with her daughter, and her daughter was like, had to probably be 3 years old. Like she was really little, and the mom gave her like her phone, so the whole time, like through the beginning of the movie, the girl was just playing YouTube videos on her phone, like low-key, oh my god. Anyway, was playing YouTube videos on her phone, like right next to me. But not even that, like I thought I was the only one that was annoyed by it, because like I'm watching this movie but getting distracted by this girl, and the mom, like she didn't do anything about it. And then it got so bad, like the girl started crying, the YouTube videos got louder, that like one of the guys all the way in the back of the theater got down and like had to call a manager or somebody working at the AMC to tell them like they had to leave, and they left. But it was like freaking crazy. It's like, it's insane to me how like some people will go to the movies and like just do this stuff. But yeah, I was able to enjoy the movie, but I'm just saying, like if that would have been the entire experience, I would have hated that movie. Hello, thank you so much for watching. When I saw Firestarter, there was a guy in front of me during the third act that went on his phone. That sucks. Especially, oh my god, when they go on it through the whole time, like, and you can see it, like, because it's dark and the phone is like super lit up, which that's another thing. Like they leave the brightness all the way up. Like you guys can't even be subtle about it. Which is so annoying. You guys are talking about Furious 7. I have no opinion because I haven't seen it. But I'll see them at one point. I had like a Letterboxd list, and I'm like, I'm gonna be watching all of them. I saw one, but I need to keep watching them. Let me see. Even some school students that were towards the front of the theater were playing games on their phone during the Bob's Burger movie. I even saw a couple of girls in my row walk out of the theater. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people walk out of the theater. Also, sometimes I see people walk out of the theater right before it's about to end, which I think is the weirdest thing. Because, like, I get walking out maybe in the middle, maybe at the beginning, because you're like not feeling the movie, you don't want to sit through it, which I get that. I've never walked out of the theater myself, but I've had times where I've been very tempted to. But I've seen people walk out and the movie ends in 15 minutes. Like it ended 15 minutes later, and I'm like, why? I mean, maybe you had somewhere to be, but like, what's the reason? Um, let me see. Let me see. What are your thoughts of the films of 2022? I think the movies this year are good. I feel like we've had better movies. I wish we had better horror movies though. I feel like a lot of the horror movies have been like okay-ish or whatever. I haven't seen all of them, but I've just heard in general that they've been like from the ones that I haven't seen, they've been okay. I hope Halloween Ends is good. I think that movie might be just fine or probably not good. But in general, so far from 2022, like I'm really happy with my list so far. I feel like I don't have a solidified top 10 though, if that makes sense. Like there's a top 10 obviously because I've watched more than 10 movies, but I don't look at that list and I'm like, yes, these are the 10 best movies of the year. If that makes sense. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. Honestly, I always like to say it's better than 2020 because I'll never forget in 2020 when like literally nothing came out and everything got moved. But yeah, let me see. I'm gonna continue and talk about some other movies that I saw. So I talked about how I went into Wanted as a blind watch, but I also saw this movie that I don't know if any of you guys have seen it honestly. It's called The Lake House, and it was also on Netflix, I think. And it stars Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock, and it's like another romance movie. So look at me on a roll with romance. Also, Loki is like losing his mind out there, so I hope you guys can hear me, okay? But this movie, I rated it like 2 stars, and I feel like it's really mean for me to rate it 2 stars because like the movie's not all that bad, but the movie to me felt really, really long, like extremely long. And I don't remember how long it was, but I watched this movie like in 3 sittings, which already is a bad sign because usually when I really like a movie, unless I'm busy or something comes up, I'll watch something like all the way through. But I watched it 3 times because I would get bored and then I'd be like, I'll finish it tomorrow. And then I would watch the other part and then I got bored again and I just ended up finishing it. But like the premise is cool. I think it's actually a really, really good concept because essentially they both meet each other through this lake house, but they're both in different time periods. Like I think it was like 4 through 6 years apart, and they're like talking through this mailbox at the lake house through letters. So like it's cool, and I was very intrigued into finding out what was gonna happen, and like they fall in love through these letters. I That probably sounds like maybe dumb, cheesy, but like the concept is cute. It just was pretty boring. And I feel like the payoff was good, I think. And I was like, what the frig? Like my mind was like, oh my god. But it was just there, I guess. There's another Sandra Bullock movie that I've seen that is kind of similar to that where I feel like the concept is really good and the payoff is good, but the movie is so boring and I can't think of it right now, but it has something like the poster is something having to do with the tree. But anyway, this movie was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. It was nothing crazy, but the concept was pretty cool, I think. But then I'm talking about a good movie now. I saw Catch Me If You Can, which I was really excited about. I've been wanting to see this one for like the longest time as a Steven Spielberg fan, but also as a Leonardo DiCaprio fan. And also we have Tom Hanks. Like this movie just has a lot of really big names in it, and the movie is really, really good. I think it's really awesome, and I really liked that the movie just kept going because I think the concept of this like con artist essentially in my mind as the movie was going on, I kept thinking it's gonna get old. Like I kept trying to think of, even though this is like a biopic, how are they gonna keep this storyline going? Like I feel like in my mind there was gonna be a point where it would just get repetitive, but I think the movie found a lot of really cool ways to keep it going, keep the plot unfolding, show us stuff from the past, show us stuff like through the different characters, which I really liked. It was also really funny. Like I had a smile on my face the whole time, which I really liked. Leonardo DiCaprio was really, really great. He's one of my favorite actors, and like he killed this role. The only thing in this movie that kind of bothered me, and this is like a little slight critique, but the women in this movie are just the probably one of, in my opinion, like the dumbest women in like a movie. And I think it was really weird that there was like no, I can't make. Sorry if I'm sounding too like nitpicky right now and annoying, but I don't think I am because like I kept watching this and I'm like, oh my god, like I just feel like these women have no character to them and they're just there for like to be there, and it kind of triggered me, but I still thought the movie was really good. Like, at the end of the day, I enjoyed it. And then now I'm going to talk about Miss Marvel a little bit, because honestly, I can't remember a lot of the stuff that happened in this show, which kind of sucks because wow, I'm such a fake Marvel fan. But I really liked the first couple of episodes. I thought Miss Marvel was going to be like one of my favorite things I've ever seen, and I ended up rating it 3.5 stars. I feel like it could lean to 4 if I like binge it. I've been curious to see if it's better as a bingeable show instead of like a week by week show, but I think the show just died down for me a lot. I think I wrote on Letterboxd like Marvel doesn't know how to end things, because a lot of stuff were just fixed too quickly for me. And I also don't like how big scale the show got. Like, it was cool to see Kamala use her powers, but I really wish it would have stayed in that like New Jersey neighborhood and stuff. I feel like I don't know. I would have really liked that, because even though there was some cool stuff happening and stuff, like I just I don't know. I just really preferred it to stay in New Jersey. I think it would have made what they were trying to do, like the coming of age stuff, a little bit better. And I think maybe after they should have gone to Pakistan and like done the whole other like mystical stuff. You know what I mean? So like, I enjoyed what I saw, but at the end of the day, I also think they missed the mark on this one as well. Um, I will say though, I'm excited for the future of Miss Marvel. I really like Kamala, and I really like the actress and stuff, but like I'm also disappointed with it. Like, it's so weird. Like, I'm just kind of in the middle with it, because I went into it expecting one thing, got out of it with another thing. But yeah, I think that's honestly a lot of what's happening with Marvel right now, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I thought this was gonna be my favorite show, but Hawkeye is still my favorite show. I love Hawkeye. Let me go through the chat and see some stuff that I've missed. Have you seen a movie more than once in the theater? Yes. Most recently, it was Top Gun Maverick. I saw it twice. Yeah. I think the movie I've seen the most in theater, though, I think it was Aladdin, the Guy Ritchie one, Aladdin. I think I saw that like 3 times in theater. I went with my family, then I went with my friends, and then I went with I think I saw that 3 times or something. But usually I don't see a movie too many times. Oh, another movie. No, forget Aladdin. I saw Spider-Man No Way Home, I think, more times than that. But, I mean, I like a lot of the movies I see in theater, but I usually don't go that much to see them like again and again and again. Usually it's if like some people are like, "Oh, I haven't want to see it," and I'm like, "Oh, I already saw it, but let me go see it." But yeah. Let's see. Heard good things about the Black Phone. Probably gonna wait until it's on Redbox. It's really good. I really liked it, and I hope you enjoy it when you're able to watch it. That's awesome. Most anticipated of August. Honestly, Bullet Train. I'm really it already came out, but I haven't seen it. But it looks really cool from the trailers. It looks awesome. I think 2022 has been a good year for movies. There were stinkers, but I'm not disappointed with this year, especially with films like The Black Phone, Top Gun Maverick, and The Batman. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of really good movies this year. I'm missing a lot of the big ones, honestly. I really still need to see Everything Everywhere All at Once. I should be watching that one as soon as I can, because I have a digital code now from Let's Watch a Movie on Instagram, which I'm really happy about. Let me see. Catch Me If You Can is a great Spielberg movie. Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks are great in it. Yeah, I love them. And every single time they're on screen in the movie, it was so much fun. Like the banter and the back and forth, and like it was so cool. Also, I don't know how accurate the movie is, but like the whole thing that it's like a real person is insane to me. Like the whole concept of it. Let me see. Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, the movie is really funny. Oh my god, thank you for the reminder for that. I wonder if they'll sell out as quickly as the freaking movie did. Probably not, but how easy or hard was it for you guys to get tickets for that movie? Because for me, it was like hell. Like, that is the hardest I've ever had to fight for tickets. I remember I stayed up, me, my sister, and like another friend, and like we didn't end up getting it. Like, it kept telling us, like, I would get it, and I have A-list and my friends have A-list on AMC, so like you can add them so that they don't have to pay, and that kept it glitching and stuff. And then like I remember one of my other friends, we were, by the way, like a group of 7 people, so it was also pretty hard like in general, because it was a lot of people, it was a lot of different groups. And one of my other friends, who, like, I remember flew from like LA, I think, from vacation, she was able to get them like super early in the morning at 6 a.m. and there was like a little row, the only 7 that were available. She got them and I was like, oh my god, like these were meant for us. It was crazy. Just went on a tangent talking about that, but yeah. um let me see. Hopefully we do get some bangers. I think we're gonna get some bangers, but like we'll see how it goes. Honestly, we will see. Um, Miss Marvel was pretty good, but I need to follow up. Yeah, definitely. I like the story, but it needed either season 2 or more episodes. I also think it needed more episodes. One of the other things to talk again about Miss Marvel that really like pissed me off probably the most was how easy her mom like was to turn around over her being Miss Marvel, because I was loving, and I mean, I still do love like the dynamic that she had with her family, especially her mother, because it felt very realistic, I think. I'm obviously not from Pakistan, but like I understand the like like immigrant daughter type thing and stuff, and like being in America and like, you know, like your country and like the United States, and I think that that dynamic was really cool, and I still do like that, and I think they did a good job with it at the end. My favorite part was also seeing the culture, like the wedding scene, favorite episode of the show. But I feel like they were setting up for her to be like she was really scared to tell her mom, and her mom was super chill about it. I get the whole, oh, you, like, I don't know, like I get it, but at the same time that really pissed me off, because I'm like, really, would she be that understanding? Like, because I'm not saying that her mom was mean at all, I'm not really saying that at all, but like I feel like her mom would have like sat down with her and had a moment to be like, holy crap, like what the heck. But no, we didn't get that. So yeah. Let's see. I don't know if the Marvels will help. We'll see, only time will tell. I am excited for the Marvels. I actually, unpopular opinion, but I like Captain Marvel. I definitely see the flaws, and it's not one of the better MCU movies, but I like Captain Marvel. And I'm more excited for the Marvels just because I think it could be good. I think it could be great actually. But yeah, curious to see the trailer when it comes out as well. Um, let's see. Saw Bullet Train on Saturday. I thought the movie was a blast. That's awesome. I need to go see it. Let's see. You didn't get the tickets at AMC. Dude, AMC was glitching so much. Like, horrible. Horrible. Let me see. Definitely watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's an amazing movie. My second favorite movie of the year so far, behind the Batman. Yeah, I feel like I really like it, so I need to definitely check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to talking about some other movies, and then I'll go back to looking at the chat. So, oh my god, if Mind of a Nerd is still here, he's gonna get triggered at this one because he likes this movie. But I saw The Birds, and this is probably, wait, let me look at no, it's not my least, well, actually, I think this is maybe my least favorite of the month, or at least the one that I was most disappointed by. This movie, to me, I literally, my Letterboxd review was what, because I just did not know what to think about it in like not a great way. um I was very excited, like I blind bought this in 4K. I don't regret buying it because whatever, it's in my collection now. But to me, this movie like has not aged well, and this is rare because one of the reasons why Hitchcock is one of my favorite directors as well is because I think his movies have aged really well. Like I feel like he is a very modern director. Like when I say that, I mostly say Rear Window. Like that feels like it was made today, but it was from so long ago. And although I appreciate a lot of the tension and like the type of anxiety that they try to build with this, to me it just felt like it worked back then. I don't think it works now, and I think this is just me. I'm not trying to say that the movie's quality is bad, because it certainly is not. I obviously can't sit here and like judge it for everything, because it's not a horrible movie. I just personally really did not like it. Like I didn't feel anything watching this. Like actually, like I just felt very confused, not in the plot at all, but just like I was kind of like, I don't get the hype, I guess, is what my whole thought process with this was. But yeah, I don't get the hype, guys. Sorry, Hitchcock. This is, I think, the first Hitchcock movie that I actually don't like, because I've liked all the other ones. But then I saw a movie that I really, really liked. This is the only movie that I've given 5 stars last month, and it's The Terminal, another Steven Spielberg movie. And I saw that they put it on Netflix, and I've been really, really wanting to watch it. And this movie was really, really great. Like, I actually had such a good time with this movie. It was like everything that I like about a movie. It had its funny parts, but it was really, really heartwarming. Like, I love heartwarming movies, and I think Tom Hanks did a really good job. And I think it's really cool that they were able to make this movie with a character that doesn't speak English. Like, even that is great. I thought when it started, by the way, I didn't really know anything about this movie going into it. When it started, I was like, oh, so this is the plot of The Terminal. And then it just kept going and going and going and going. And I loved it. And Stanley Tucci, too, was really, really great as like the villain, antagonist character. I really liked this movie. I loved following this character through The Terminal. This is another movie like Catch Me If You Can. I guess it's just a Spielberg thing that is really good at not like keeping up the obstacles for the characters and making it entertaining throughout, even if it's a concept that might feel like it's repetitive, especially with The Terminal where you're like restricted to a certain spot. The Terminal, even though The Terminal's big, like, you know what I mean, like it's the same place, and it's really cool how they're able to keep bringing obstacles and bringing new characters as well. Like, I love the characters in this movie. It was really cool to see Diego Luna too, super young. Love him, and I loved his character as well. So it was just an overall really entertaining movie. I really, really had a blast with it. And then I rewatched a little bit after The Terminal. I rewatched Uncharted, and I've talked about Uncharted on a previous live stream earlier this year. I'm pretty sure I haven't made a formal video on Uncharted, so I'll talk about it a little bit, but I like Uncharted. It's like not anything crazy again, but it's also not bad at all. Like, I just think it's a very fun adventure movie. Could it be better? Yes, but I also just think it's a good time. I think Tom Holland is really good at just playing these types of characters and stuff. There's a lot of things in this movie that just feel pointless. And by the way, I haven't played the games, so I only really know about this from the movie. Like, there's some stuff here that just feel pointless and just feel like cash grabby, like Antonio Banderas being in it for one. Mark Wahlberg, I really don't like him in this movie. I think Tom Holland honestly like carries it throughout the entire thing and stuff. And this is another one of those movies kind of similar to Wanted where there's like ridiculous stuff happening, but I'm gonna forgive it because it was fun to see. Let me look at the chat a little bit. I think I have missed a couple of messages. Oh, I missed this one. I am excited for Blade and Ant-Man and the Wasp next year. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is my most anticipated MCU movie next year. I'm really excited for Guardians of the Galaxy. That's like one of, if not my favorite Marvel movie of all time, like the Guardians of the Galaxies one. So I'm really, really excited for that one. And I'm also excited for the other ones. Let me see. I'm Brown and Kamala's mother being chill about her powers are not very realistic. Yeah, like, I just think the way they even set up her character was very weird, that she was so chill about it. Like, weird. I feel like they should have saved that for the finale, honestly. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like Miss Marvel went from street level to fantastical too fast. I agree with that because I also I like the fantastical stuff, but like, yeah, I just think they should have slowed it down a little bit. So yeah. And yes, I agree with you. Let me see in a more ethnic MCU. Let me see. Okay, speaking of Steven Spielberg, I'm really excited for The Fablemans this November. It's got a great cast and it's based off Spielberg's childhood. Yeah, I'm always excited for something Steven Spielberg does, but knowing that it's like inspired by his childhood is really cool. So I'm also really, really excited for that one. Uncharted was alright. It felt like a way over the top version of Outer Banks. That is funny because I totally understand that, and I kind of agree. Now that you say that, I haven't ever made that connection, but Outer Banks is great. Excitement for Wakanda Forever. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm very curious on what they're gonna do, and I think based from the trailer, it's gonna be very respectful to Chadwick Boseman, but I'm really excited, honestly, because Black Panther is, in my opinion, one of the funnest Marvel movies. Like, I love that movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember watching it and thinking it was really great. And, you know, it sucks and it's sad that Chadwick Boseman isn't here with us to do Wakanda Forever and play Black Panther again. But based on the trailers, I feel like the trailers did what Avatar was trying to do, because it was kind of that, like, slow, really cool sequences type trailers, and I had a blast with the trailer. I think it looks really great. And I just liked how it was like honoring him without being obvious about it, if that makes sense. Let me see. Non-July movie, but did you watch Prey? I have not seen Prey, Zach, and I actually have a question for you guys. Sorry if this is dumb. Can I watch this movie if I have not seen a Predator movie? Because I have never seen a Predator movie, and maybe this is a sign that I should be seeing a Predator movie. Like maybe I'll binge them or something, but I have like no desire at the current moment to see the Predator movies, but everybody's been talking about Prey and talking about how good it is and stuff, so I'm like kind of missing out, but I also don't know if I should watch it without seeing it. So yeah, let me know. But yeah, we got a couple more movies, 3 more movies to talk about for this month, and then I'll look at the chat and stuff. But thank you all so much for being here, by the way. If you guys are still here or if you're watching on the replay, make sure to hit the like button. It really, really helps out the channel and stuff. But the next movie that I saw was Nope, and I really, really like this movie a lot. I think the more I think about it, the more I like it. I gave it 4 stars, but I feel like I just said the more I think about it, the more great things I think about it. I think this is like a smarter, better version of the movie that came out on Netflix, Don't Look Up, which, by the way, I was a really big fan of Don't Look Up. But it was so interesting, and the themes that it brought were really cool. The chimpanzee scene is frightening. This one of the scariest scenes that I've ever seen in a movie ever. Jordan Peele just knows how to scare you, and I think he's become a real master at that. Like, actually, with Get Out, Us, but now with Nope, I feel like he's scaring us in a completely different level that's not as obvious as the other ones might be. And I also just really like how in his movies, there's a lot of underlying themes going on that are definitely present here, and a lot of them I didn't understand, and I think that's fine. I think the movie also kind of is pretty ironic in that, like, you don't always have to know everything, and I think that's also kind of cool because this whole movie deals with the unknown and a lot of stuff. I really, really liked all the acting. Keke Palmer especially. I literally want to be best friends with her. I think she's awesome. She has so much energy throughout the entire movie and charisma. But every single one of the actors was really great. This movie also like just looks fantastic. I really, really liked Nope, and I really want to see it again. Like I want to see it again just because I want to understand certain things maybe a little bit better, kind of see the signs to certain things. It was just really freaking cool, honestly. And the movie that I saw after, we're coming into the last 2 movies, which is kind of disappointing because I gave the next 2 movies, I gave both of them 2 stars. But I saw The Gray Man, and I didn't really like it that much. I don't think the movie's horrible, but like this is another one of those movies where I just like felt nothing watching it. Like I was just kind of there like, okay. I thought it was incredibly boring, which sucks because I feel like action movies usually have my attention span or should have my attention span, but I don't know if I was having one of those nights, like a bad night where I just like wasn't in the mood, but I didn't like it. And I wish Ana de Armas was in it even more. But yeah, also it was really funny though. I'm gonna say the Barbie joke, the Ken joke that Chris Evans made in regards to Ryan Gosling's character. Like I wonder if they knew what they were doing. And then I finished off the month seeing Cyrano, which I saw on the plane on my way from LA to Hawaii. And it was pretty bad. I honestly did not like this movie. I think this movie is so bland. And I was really excited for it because I like the people working on the movie, like both the cast, but also the crew and stuff. Like I like the director, previous work. This movie was so bland, and I just like bland. Like I was on that plane ready to get to my vacation, and I'm like, really, this is what I'm watching? I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but I was actually really excited to check it out. I was sad when I missed it, when it had a limited theater run, but like the music was fine, but like the whole story just felt bland. Like I just really, again, did not really care too much about these characters. But yeah, that wraps up what I watched in July. So it was a pretty okay month. I saw some good stuff. I saw some not great stuff. But yeah, let me know how your July month was in regards to movie. What was your favorite movie that you saw this month? I'm gonna look at the chat and see what you guys are saying and stuff. Oh my god, I've missed a lot of messages. Oh wait, no. This thing scrolled all the way back. Hold on. Let me see. Yes, you can. I assume that's about Prey. Thank you. Thank you very much. Um, you can probably watch it. Cool, cool, cool. I don't have Hulu, but I'm wondering the same thing. I'm only seeing the first Predator. Well, according to everybody so far, you can, so that's a good sign. That's a very, very good sign. Let me see. Loving Peel as a director in horror. Yeah, he's so cool at what he does. Like, I really like this because I think horror, just like any genre, but horror especially can be very repetitive. And I think he's one of the few that's coming out here and saying, no, we can make something different. Mike Flanagan is another one. So we love both of them. Yep, I agree, Denise. It was really, really good. I enjoyed The Great Man. It's not even close to my favorite film of the year, but it was fun. But there was too much action and not much story or satisfaction. I think that's what it was. I just was over it. Like, the action sequences were fine. It was also gruesome sometimes. Also, a lot of drone shots by the Russo brothers. And I also think the directing is just fine. Like, I feel like some people hate on the Russo brothers a lot. Like, I just think it was fine. But I was pretty bored. Um, yeah, one of the most original films in years. I agree. It's cool because it's like, we've seen so many sci-fi alien movies, and this one, if you've seen it, just doesn't explain anything. And it's like epic at that. Like, I don't know. I just think it's really cool. And also beautiful. Like, the whole alien outer world, just beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I wanted to see Cyrano. Dang. I was really disappointed by it. I don't know if anybody else has seen Cyrano here, but yeah, disappointed by it. It was boring. It was boring, but I think most of it was bland. Like, I just think talk about another movie. We were talking about Miss Marvel, how I think it like got to the fantastic stuff too fast. This one also moved at a very, very high speed, especially for a romance movie. Yeah, I was like, you guys need to slow it down a little bit. Have you seen Lightyear yet? Yes, I have. I really, really liked Lightyear. I thought it was really cute, and I know it just came out on Disney Plus, so I'll be rewatching that with my family as soon as possible. But I honestly really liked it, and I thought the twist and stuff was cool, and I have honestly like no complaints with it. Really enjoyed it. My favorite that I've seen this month was probably Black Phone. My least favorite was X. Too much sex is not my thing at all. Honestly, X was definitely a lot. So I understand if you don't like watching that because it's basically the whole movie. But yeah, speaking of X, I'm really excited for the Pearl movie. I wonder if it'll like, I'm curious if I hope the payoff is good, is what I'm kind of saying, because it looks really cool. I like the advertisement and all of that for those types of movies. But yeah, if there's no more questions in the chat, or hold on, let me see. I think I just saw a question. No, a comment. The best part of Lightyear was the first act. The rest of it was okay. I understand that, honestly, because my favorite part was also the first act. But yeah, if there are no more questions and no more people chatting in the chat, I think I'm gonna end this right here. A little bit of a shorter live stream today, but I had a lot of fun talking with you guys. I can't remember if I said this at the beginning, but expect a ton of videos this week. I kind of teased some in the community tab post that I made on Friday. But yeah, a lot of stuff coming. Elvis video coming tomorrow, and a bunch of other videos coming this week. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Have a great day, you as well. And I'll make sure to see you all in the next video, in the next live stream, in the next anything. Bye everybody.